Thank you, everyone. Good to see you again. Okay. So for this session, I would like to take a few minutes to quickly introduce and explain some details about what have been done on the cold chain and especially the temperature management system that we have experience with customers in Japan especially. So I will quickly walk through. This is a snapshot of Kiwi Technology, and we're from Taiwan, and we provide end-to-end solution for IoT solutions. And we're dedicated on LoRaWAN technology as the wireless protocol on the sensors gateway to deliver the final solution. And we have 4 major business categories. From smart retail to logistic, and now we are also spending some efforts on digital twins, especially on the smart meters and the smart city applications. We start from the streetlight applications. In the following slides, I will focus on the smart retail and dedicated on the temperature system, which is about the cold chain. And this page indicates that our sales and service footprint in different territories. And you can see most of our service footprints are focused on the Japan area. Because starting from 2016, when that would be very first experience that we touch the LoRaWAN solution. And from that time, we spent lots of time to develop the overall system using the LoRaWAN technology. And I think should be about 1 year later, after we explored quite a few different applications, we believe the temperature management system will be something we will be focused on, and that will bring up very valuable results in the future. So that is how we get involved in this area. And here's just an overview to explain our solutions to serve customers. As you can see that we have our own backend system. We build up the overall cloud services. And we also are wide open to accept the different kinds of sensor nodes to bring in different data from customer side. And of course, except for the sensors using LoRaWAN, we also have our own gateway to work together and seamlessly with our sensors, just to ensure the data acquisition without any miss and very stable. Because when you're working with the retail customers, stability is very, very important. They don't want to bring in a smart solution, but on the other hand, stop or interrupt their day-to-day operations, especially on the business side. So we spend lots of time to make sure it's stable. And also, in order to serve different kinds of cooperation models, our cloud, we provide different kinds of APIs for different clients. Because some customers, they adopt fully of our total solutions, I mean from the sensor to the gateway to the cloud. But some of the customers, they already have their own application software. So for that kind of customer, we also provide a network server API to work with them. So that is how we're working right now. And up to today, we have to process more than 2 million data packets every single day. So as you can see, as I mentioned, stability is important, and reliable system in operation is something our customers really care. Especially when you're processing more than 1 million data every single day. That is a very challenging part. Okay, so let's start talking about the cold chain. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, when we are picking up who is the target market to get involved deeper, of course, we care about the growth momentum in the coming years. So if you're talking about the cold chain market, year over year, you can see the demand across the world is increasing. Not specific territories, it's worldwide. But of course, the Kiwi has limited resource, and it requires quite a lot of efforts to support the customers and deliver the in-field services. So that is why we start to focus on in Asia area to make sure we deliver the service in quality. And when we're talking about the cold chain, of course, we are thinking about the food. Because the global warming situation, the food shortage is something everyone should keep in mind. So you can see if without any automation system or the temperature management system help, there will be quite a lot of the data, the food loss happening every day, everywhere. It's just a huge and serious problem. So in our standpoints, we're not only doing business with customers, we are hoping ourselves can really develop something using LoRaWAN to help the world to minimize the food loss because this will be a very huge impact to all the humanity in the earth. Then we're talking about Japan because we need to select some territory to start with. So if we're talking about Japan cold chain market, it's very, very important section, especially in Asia markets. You can see the total revenue is almost at $3 billion in last year, and this year is keep growing, and the CAGR is already 15%. So the real question is how we can deliver a workable solution using IoT methodology and also incorporate with AI to process the data and a suitable wireless technology to make sure the overall system and solution can work to achieve the goal. And of course, our answer after we explore so many years, our answer will be LoRaWAN. There were two key factors. When you're thinking about cold chain, there always, of course, you cannot just build up everything in a very short time. Most of the time is step by step. So you need to keep in mind with the two key factors. One thing is that all the food stored in the transportation cabinet has to be kept in the same temperature. Even though, I mean, from the distribution center, warehouse to the truck and delivered to the shop, you have to make sure the data, the temperature can be sustained in the right temperature. So it's a full chain, the full cold chain we have to deliver. And this is the two factors when we're working on the cold chain solution that we have to keep in mind. Then, of course, the temperature is very important for the food. So thinking about maybe the temperature, if temperature going something wrong in the transportation, even just few hours, that could shorten the time of the food they can sell to the people, to the user. So, so that is why I just mentioned two factors we have to keep in mind, especially for the cold chain area. Then let's talk about the business side. The cold chain logistics service, why it's important and why people want to invest on it. If you're thinking about look into the details about different segments of by different temperature range, if you think about the gross profit from the logistic service companies, you can see the normal temperature, actually the gross profit is not very high. But if we're talking about the low temperature shipping or the frozen food or the frozen goods, you can see the gross profit is relatively higher. So that is why the logistics shipping companies, they would like to invest money on it. Okay, so when we are ready to have the solution, and the next thing you have to do is to persuade your target customers why this solution will help. And this is just some of the experience to share with all of you. It's about the pain points the retail customers they will suffer in the past. First of all, they know temperature is important, but they have to spend lots of time to put on the paper. Of course, by doing so, they have to have the labor to do that. So each of the store, like for example, the convenience stores, they only check 3 or 4 times record for every single day. But that is not enough at all. So you can see on the right side, the low data accuracy resolution. That means 3-4 times the data for a single day are not precise enough. It's very hard for them to really find out the problem and fix the problem. And also, because personnel issue, there's always a discipline issue happening by using labors. So the accuracy of the data is not very good. And also the facility is also the problem. Of course, you can see some of the facility using in retail shops or the supermarket, they already have the temperature system built inside. However, you can think about every single year they have to do the calibration to make sure the temperature measurement is correct and accurate. But they are using those kind of facility for their day-to-day business operation. If they want to do the calibration, they have to stop the business, and they have to prepare spare facility for that. It's a huge cost for them. And those are the major pain points. And what we want to help our customers with the solution for that is to provide 3 major things. One is we provide them the paperless automation cloud platform. And because, as I mentioned, every single day we have to deal with like 2 million, more than 2 million data packets every single day. We need to make sure the system can support that. And so the data acquisition never stops. So we need a very stable wireless communication protocol. And LoRaWAN is our choice. And of course, inside the store, you need to make sure your sensors and the gateway is very, very easy for installation and the settings. Because the retail customer, their mindset will be very different with the people from electronics industry. They are actually they are quite open for the automation system, but everything has to be very easy to use. So those are the 3 things where our solution help our customers. So talking about the benefit and performance, This is our experience from the Ion Delight, the real data. So every single day, every single store, they can save like 3 hours on the labor working hours. Doesn't mean that they don't need to recruit sufficient labor. They can recruit less laborers. No. On the other hand, they can let the labor to do something else, really benefit on their business. For example, they provide a better service to the guest. And the second one is a very severe problem. As I mentioned, is the food waste. Without the automation system, without a very well control on the temperature monitoring, there's always very huge number of food waste happening every day. So after the implementation of our solution, our customer report that they can actually save quite a lot of money from the food waste. And the last thing very important is the data has to be accurate, because without accurate data, the data will not be valuable. So those are the 3 benefits and performance to share with you. In our use cases, the same solution, same platform, same technology. We serve with different kinds of application field, including like a supermarket. They have a smaller size. They have a very large size of supermarket. We also serve the quick service restaurant, chain store mostly, and hotel environment, and airport as well. Medical is also some customers we are serving right now. And especially on some food, which is very, very sensitive to the temperature, like milk, is also our customers, and transportation as well. Okay, so there are just a few major items to be included in our total solution. So the first step is we have to measure the data, and we have to know what is the abnormal data. So instead of continually receiving the data, we are flexible for customers to set criteria for each and every single sensor to decide what is normal and what is abnormal data. Then with the judgment we preset on the system, and it's flexible to be changed from the cloud system. We also support different alarms method to make sure once the abnormal data is received, we can instantly send out the alarm notification to who's taking care of this. So the people will be informed and walk into the field to take actions for correction. Yeah, so that is the overall working system. So we cannot just measure the data. We have to provide solution. Okay, so this is a very frequently asked question from different customers, especially when we are approaching new customers. They will ask why we choose LoRaWAN. I would say this way. After so many years, LoRaWAN is the only proven record wireless protocol and technology for this area. Most of our customers have ever tried with different kind of technologies, including Bluetooth, including Wi-Fi, those kind of things. But of course, each and everyone has a pros and cons, good and bad. But in the overall, the LoRaWAN is something we still believe the best. The reason, there's a couple things. That everyone knows the LoRaWAN supports long-range transmission. It's good. But for cold chain, there's one thing more challenging, is the storage is usually made by metal. So it's very hard to find any other wireless technology who can really have the radio penetrated the metal world. As I mentioned, we need to provide very stable data, and the data is correct. So this is a very fundamental thing. We have to make the right choice. And our answer will be LoRaWAN. Okay, here's the last page I would like to share you in this section. Of course, we believe that Kiwi will be your best partner if you are thinking about to work on solutions for cold chain applications. Of course, we have the LoRaWAN technology. We have the total solutions, but there's something more to be successful in this field is we need to be capable of doing data analysis. Just like I said, data is the foundation. Of course, it has to be reliable and accurate. But once you have the data, what kind of comments or suggestion or even correction actions you'll be able to provide to customers, they will be even more important. Okay, thank you very much.